Alright, in today's video I'm going to be ranking each UFC weight class, and I'm doing my ranking in terms of the overall talent in the weight class and also based on the entertainment value. And I'm going to be going worst to best, and to start it off we have light heavyweight. I know this might be a hot take to put light heavyweight at the bottom, but we got a boring champion now. Like, I'm sorry, I like Olberg as a fighter, even though he made Yuri look like a dumbass. Actually, Yuri made himself look like a dumbass, but the personality is just lacking. And if you look past Olberg onto the top 10, we just lost Alex, so he's gone. And after that, there's no real contenders besides, I guess, Bogdan Guskov or Paulo Costa. But Paulo has just one recent win at light heavyweight, and with Bogdan being just 4-1-1 in the UFC coming off a draw, he definitely needs another fight too. Obviously, Magomed is still in the mix, but he just got ran through, so I don't know about that. And the rest of the top 10 is chopped. Yuri just got knocked out. Jan Blachowicz is hurt. Khalil Roundtree just got knocked out.
Jamal Hill's ass.
And Azamat and Dominic Reyes are both coming off getting knocked out as well. And there's not really any super interesting prospects or up-and-comers at light heavyweight right now besides, I guess, Navajo Sterling, but he's pretty far away from looking at the belt. Robert Whittaker should be a fun addition, but I don't see him going on a title run or anything, so I don't think it changes the division that much. I think with Sean Strickland as the new middleweight champ, we will have an active champ and a guy willing to fight anybody, which is a huge plus for a division. But after him versus Imavov, which already isn't that hype of a matchup, the only other options are him versus Brendan Allen or Caio Borralho. Chimaev should be going to light heavyweight. Dricus needs a winner too. He just beat Hernandez. Joe Pyfer's cool, but he's at the minimum 1 or 2 fights away. And RDR is on a 2-fight skid, so he's not really in the picture. And after that, it gets even more murky. Adesanya, Cannonier, Gregory Rodriguez, CLD, and Roman Dolidze round out the top 15. And now Whittaker and Paulo Costa have both left to go to 205 as well, so that also hurts the division. And while there are definitely some fun top 15 matchups, I just don't think they can compete with the entertainment value of the divisions above them. The next division we have Flyweight, and people love to hate on Flyweight, but I think it's in a solid spot right now. Joshua Van is a young, active, popular fighter, and right behind him you still have Pantoja. Manel Kape and Kyoji Horiguchi are fighting soon, and they are knocking on the door as well. And Loney Kavanaugh is breaking into the top 15 now, and he is exploding in popularity. Flyweight went from being one of the most disliked divisions to now it seems like every fight is a banger. The second half of the top 15 isn't too strong, which hurts its placement, but if we were looking at it from just a fight entertainment perspective, Flyweight would probably be top 3, top 2. Next division I have Bantamweight, which has kind of just gotten a little bit stale to me. I think Jan versus Merab or Jan versus Sean are good title fights, and I like Umar as well, but after that it dries up pretty fast. Guys like Corey Sandhagen, Song Yadong, and Ayman Zahabi are good fighters, but not pushing the needle for me. Further down the top 15, you got guys like Farid Basharat, Raoni Barcelos, Raul Rosas Jr., and Peyton Talbot, which helps pull it up over Flyweight to me. I think it has more overall depth in the top 15 and out of the top 15, but in terms of matchups, contenders, and name value, I think it's been slipping a little bit. The next division is heavyweight, and believe it or not, heavyweight is actually in a good spot right now. A couple months before the Aspinall versus Gane fight, I probably would have put heavyweight last, or at least much closer to the bottom. But with the story arc of Aspinall versus Gane, Pereira moving up to heavyweight, rising contenders like Hokut and Pericic, and the shocking amount of good heavyweight fights we've been getting recently, I think it's completely changed its place. Of course, we still have heavyweight blobs and the occasional drunk uncle matchup, but I think the talent pool in even the last year or two has increased dramatically and the belt discussions have gotten much more interesting. Featherweight is in a bit of a twilight stage while we're in Volk's glory years, but looking at the potential future champs down the list, I think it's in very good hands. Gene Silva, Diego Lopez, Movsar Evloev's kinda cool, Lerone Murphy's still kinda fun, Aljamain is making a pretty strong case, Yair Rodriguez is still here whenever he wants to fight. And further down the list, we still have guys like Arnold Allen, Steve Garcia, Kevin Vallejos, Aaron Pico, and Melquizael Costa. Featherweight is extremely deep in talent, and that is the main reason it's in the top 3. Sadly, I think we are near that changing of the guard time with Volk. And whether Movzar flukes out the dub or he retires, inevitably it will happen, and when it does happen, the matchups are endless. And that's not to say I don't love still seeing Volk fight, but Featherweight is in such good hands that I'm not even worried for it when he leaves. Lightweight has always been considered one of the top divisions, and I still think it's one of the top divisions, but right now I have it at number 2. Ilya at champ is obviously perfect. The Justin matchups, but it is what it is. And lightweight, like featherweight, is very deep with its talent. We have Arman, Oliveira, Gamrot, BSD, and Moicano all coming off good wins recently. Max Holloway and Paddy Pimblett both just got beat, but they're still very popular fighters with their names in the mix. And we got prospects like Quillen Salkild, Mauricio Rufy, and Fares Ziam all in the top 15. And we got fun fighters like Dan Hooker and Rafael Fiziev still ranked. So lightweight is, like it always has been, in a very good spot and a very deep, entertaining division. And right now, without a doubt, the best UFC weight class is welterweight. The top 15 is so stacked right now, it's not even fair. Islam, Ian Gary, Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, JDM, Bilal Muhammad, Sean Brady, Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, Buckley, Yaroslav Amosov, Bonfim, Mike Malott, MVP, Uras Medic, Daniel Rodriguez. Bro. And that doesn't even include all of the talented fighters right outside the rankings like Kevin Holland, Miktabek Orolbai, Yoel Alvarez, Punahele Soriano, and Jacoby Smith. And on top of all of that, the guy who was supposed to be the face of this division for the next foreseeable future, Shavkat Rakhmonov, hasn't fought since December 24 and sadly doesn't look like he's going to be fighting anytime soon. But it's crazy that we lost him in this division and it's still ridiculously loaded with talent and still the best division in the UFC. Imagine if Shavkat was active in the top 5 right now too, on top of Carlos Prates, Ian Gary, Michael Morales. Dude, it would just be even more unfair. And that's not even including if Ilya moves up to 170. The depth of this division is just insane right now. There's vets, up-and-comers, prospects, mainstays, all in the top 15, and it is a very tough top 15 to get into and stay in. 170 was always looked at as the really fun, less skilled brother of 155, but I think the skill level are as close as they've ever been. And there's an extra 15 pounds mixed in, so now I think 155 is the new little bro. The potential matchups we could get in the future look great, and with Islam, Ian Gary, Carlos Prates, and Michael Morales sitting at the top of the division, I think we are in very good hands for a very long time. So that is my current rankings for all of the UFC weight classes. Let me know if you agreed with the rankings. Let me know if you thought they were gas. Let me know if you thought they were ass. Either way, just let me know. And thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.